Men are not good creatures.
They're horrible people.
Terrible.
And that 1% of men that I said that are good people, they're broke.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reacting to a video titled, Are Men the Prize? Let's go ahead and get right into this video. Make sure you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So here we go.
The question is, are men the prize?
I don't have a lot to say about this because I feel like men know that they're not the prize.
They're so raggedy.
What they do is they'll manipulate women into thinking they're the prize. The only time a man is the prize, honestly, is if he's kind of like understanding and he has money, like he can be a provider.
Here's the thing.
And that's just an addition. That's not you being a prize.
All right, so what are your thoughts on that? She's basically saying men are not the prize. And frankly, she's just saying that men are walking wallets with two beady eyes and a mouth, and that's what men are good for. What are your thoughts on that?
I was literally thinking the same thing. I'm like, okay, so all he's good for is money. Like that's literally all he's for then.
Maybe they've had bad relationships that has brought them to this conclusion. But the fact that you're attracting poor men or bad men, I mean, that's on you.
Because men with money, they're still going to cheat on you. Because broke men cheat. All men cheat, period.
Not all, but enough to say all.
99%.
Yep.
I mean, women cheat, men cheat, right? So what's going on with this bias? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
It's ridiculous, okay? That's what my thoughts are. It's always ridiculous when I hear women talking about how all men cheat, like they're just super salty about it. And it's just, listen, you really need to expose yourself to other men, okay? The men that you deal with, the men that they're talking about are the ones that all women want, right? The players and the ones that are bad boys, whatever, right? Those are the men that they're talking about, is what I think. The men that are actually, good people who want a family and who want to be loyal to their woman, all this stuff, right? They're not checking for them.
Right.
They don't acknowledge them at all. They're just like, oh, like there's no excitement there.
Watch, and it says 99.9. That 0.1%, that's the men who don't cheat.
Right. So good luck finding a man that doesn't cheat. Men aren't the prize. Men don't bring anything to you besides stability, which is a big thing, but it's not enough to say.
What about the water supply, the electricity? I mean, men are running that. You know what I mean? And they take those things for granted and basically saying, men ain't ish, when in reality the whole world that you live in is built from a man's back. What are your thoughts on that?
Let all men one day just be like, hey, we're out. You know what I mean? What would happen? Really think about that, they would
self-destruct,
all the plumber, all the electricians, all these
architects.
People. Yeah, right? Even just, the day-to-day people, anyways, there are just so many. I don't even want to talk about men just in how their jobs are their value, but they bring a lot to the table, okay? And it's just so sad to hear so many women talk about how men are useless. They're only good for their money and whatever.
It's just entitlement because she feels entitled to these things, so she sees no value in it, right? Somebody that is not entitled sees value in those things because they know that it can get taken away from them, right? And the fact that you live in a first world country and you're able to have freedom and electricity and be whoever you want to be, they're not looking at it from a privileged perspective. They're just saying, yeah, I deserve it. I should have these things, and just completely discarding what men do.
Here's the thing, and I said this in a conversation. Men are only known as the prize as breadwinners.
Right.
When it comes to non-material things that weren't made by man, which is your soul and your purity and your personality, they suck.
Men are not good creatures.
They're horrible people.
Terrible.
And that 1% of men that I said that are good people, they're broke.
Stop the cap.
I'm gonna go. You want to finish up?
Yeah, is there any point to this video? Honestly.
What is the point? All they're trying to say is that men, even the 1% of men that are actually good people are broke. So they're still not good to them.
You can't win. Even when you don't cheat, you're broke. Or, they call Kevin Samuels, or you know, he's on the DL or he hates women, or you know what I mean? Like, you can never win with these types of women. They're always going to find an issue. And this is a result of women just having multiple partners, multiple experiences, choosing poor men, and that's all they're attracting, right? So, I mean, the real question is, why are you attracting these types of men? Why aren't doctors, lawyers, architects, why aren't those men approaching you and wifing you up? And that's the common denominator, is yourself, right? But let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what else they say.
And is a
That's not real.
That's not real.
A rich, faithful man is not.
Men get money for options. Men don't get money to provide. Men get money so they can.
Sorry, on my laundry done.
Oh, I thought that was the doorbell.
Girl.
During the quarantine. Men with money have money for options. The money is not to provide for the people who lay next to them at night.
A byproduct of a man getting money is options. And it seems like they don't like the fact that men have options. But guess what? Women have options when they're born, right? Once you hit 18 and you have an Instagram, you have options. And the fact that a man has to work himself up, ultimately make six figures, have the options, discard her, ultimately go to a different woman, she doesn't like that.
But not only for options, I think, you know, they do it for themselves. They don't do it because they're like, oh, I want a better life for my wife and my kid, they're doing it for themselves, and they know the lifestyle that they want to live. They're thinking about themselves, which is okay, but I don't know. I've met good people that are men, but in general, are men good people? No, because they're cheaters. And it doesn't matter how good of a person you are. I know some great women out there. Great women that have been cheated on. I mean, I ain't cheat.
I'm a great woman.
Let's say, you know, in an alternate universe, whatever, their mindsets are, there are plenty of great men out here. So many good men to choose from. There are high quality men who actually, you know, care about people and who are good, like all around people with like good morals and values and all that kind of stuff, right? If they went around and had that mindset, they would be able to spot out different men who kind of have like kind attributes that you can kind of see, right? So if you're out and about, doesn't matter where you go, it could be to the library, it can be at the grocery store, you can start seeing the good men, right? Just changing your mindset. But if your mindset is constantly like, all these men are trash, guess what? You're always going to see only those men, and you're going to be like, oh, look at him, another one that's trash. Oh, look at him, another one that's trash.
Yeah.
Change your mindset and you will have good things come towards you, right?
Yeah.
So that's just my solution here.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I had a lot of money at one point. I had so much money, I didn't know what to do with it. What did I do? I rehabilitated a man that didn't deserve it. I put him on my phone line. I started him 2 businesses. They're not legal, but it doesn't matter. They were still businesses.
Ray Rays and Pookies.
She belongs to the streets.
She helped him out with a business, but it wasn't legal. I mean, that's it in a nutshell, right? I mean, that's all you need to know at this point in time. What are your thoughts on that?
Nah, don't be going for girls like this. I'm sorry. Like, this is not the type of person, like, you don't want this in your life. This is going to cause a lot of chaos.
It's a mess.
It's going to cause a lot of chaos and a lot of headache that's unnecessary. Where if she had the right mindset and they needed more money, they can think there are plenty of ways to make money legally. Okay. So.
Yeah, there's 1,000,001 ways to get it. Like, why would you choose something illegal and then complain about the guy that's doing illegal activity?
Sometimes the girls, they actually like the bad boy, right? They like the guy who's a drug dealer, who's whatever. They like that excitement. So maybe like she's trying to continue that direction if he's already starting doing stuff like that.
They're trying to put a circle into a square peg. I mean, if he's a bad boy and he's selling drugs and all that stuff, you got to take the good with the bad, right? There's certain characteristics that these individuals are going to have that is going to follow them, right? And if you're dealing with those types of men, I mean, it is what it is, right?
Whatever he wanted to do.
Exactly. That's what you deserve.
And guess what I did? Shit. I'm not going to say it because I can still get arrested for it. But he was in the ER.
She's saying that she's
getting a little too much for me, but
you not getting nothing out of these situations but a broken heart.
Openly admitting to committing a crime, ultimately guy, hopefully he's all right. And here she is complaining that she should get a high value man, right? A man that is not going to cheat on her and going to treat her like gold. And she's talking about, I mean, that's ridiculous. What are your final thoughts?
Yo, don't be friends with these kind of women. Don't surround yourself with these kind of people. Like, listen, everyone wants, I would assume most people would want like good and calm energy around them. This is just a whole different type of like ratchet to me. Like this is not the type of people you want to surround yourself by.
This is like,
yo, and the mindset, especially if girls are watching this, trying to get advice, saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna follow them. Like I'm not gonna I'm gonna be mean to men. I'm gonna What kind of, don't follow this kind of nonsense advice.
Yeah.
Talk to people you trust, okay, and get advice from them, who you see like actual examples that they're doing in their lives, and go towards that. Like,
yeah, fair enough. God. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.
Bye, guys.